Israel is launching a ground offensive into Gaza a day after 4 Palestinian boys, all cousins, were killed when Israeli airstrikes hit where they were playing on a beach in Gaza City, bringing the death toll to more than 200 Palestinians in the latest Israeli bombing campaign, a harsh response to rocket attacks launched from Gaza that have killed just 1 Israeli. Now, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has instructed the military to begin a ground offensive into Gaza, an official statement from his office said, quote, in order to hit the terror tunnels from Gaza into Israel, end quote. Heavy artillery and naval shelling along the Gaza border were reported ahead of the military action. Israelis have largely been protected from the rockets by the technologically advanced Iron Dome defense system. Many of the other unguided rockets fall harmlessly to the ground in rural areas. It must be terrifying for the Israelis in those areas, but it is nowhere near as terrifying as it must be for the Palestinians who have no defense against guided missiles. To make the bombings seem more humanitarian, Israel sometimes employs a knock-on-the-roof strategy, where a small missile hits the roof of a targeted building to serve as a warning for the inhabitants to get out before being followed by a much deadlier missile a few seconds later. It's easy to imagine how an elderly person, a baby, or a disabled person would fail to escape in time. In the end, there is no humane way to bomb a people. This problem is way too complex for a brutal airstrike operation to solve, or the ground offensive which is now underway. Israel can try to get rid of all the rockets, but the only sure way Israel can stop its people from being targeted is if their military stops killing Palestinians in huge numbers, and its leaders come to the negotiating table willing to make some sacrifices in order to achieve peace. It's going to take patience, trust, and an increasing amount of forgiveness from both sides. Thanks for watching. For the Daily Conversation, I'm Bryce Plank. You can watch the full New York Times report talking to Palestinians in Gaza, the knock-on-the-roof technique, and the in-depth 60 Minutes report on the Iron Dome system, and a lot more of the most interesting videos from around the world each day back on our website, tdcvideo.com.